What's up, grognards, true believers, and planeswalkers? We are here and we are getting ready to open some Marvel Superheroes collector boosters. So we won't waste too much time. I'm Sam from Grognard Games, and you can check us out at grognardgames.com, where you can always get your orders to ship to your door or pick them up in store. Of course, you can check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Check out the event calendar at the website. Join us for a Marvel Superheroes pre-release, the 19th, 20th, and 21st at all three Grognard Games locations, Algonquin, Batavia, and Roselle. You will not want to miss it. It's sure to be an incredible time. We are really looking forward to the release of a new Magic set, yet another TCG set dropping in our laps. We didn't do anything for One Piece, mainly because we just didn't get enough One Piece to do that. We wanted to make sure that all of that went to you, so we didn't open any for the store or for the channel. Marvel Superheroes, luckily, we got a little bit, so we're going to be able to open some. We're going to stick with the fancy, shiny collector boosters, which do look amazing this time around. We got lots of cool treatments on these cards, including the comic book covers, the panels, lots of really neat stuff that we're looking for in here. Personally, I want a Bruce Banner because I'm a huge Hulk fan. I have multiple Hulk figures over there, so would love to pull that. The Mind Stone, of course, is on everybody's mind, and we're just going to see what we've got. So leave your comment below if there's something you're looking forward to from Marvel Superheroes. If it's not your brand of Magic, that's okay, because you know what? We've got other great sets coming this year, including Reality Fracture, The Hobbit, which I'm really, really looking forward to, and Star Trek, which I am a huge Star Trek fan, okay? Like, I have Deep Space Nine is right there behind me. I have Next Gen over there. All the movies on 4K, including the J.J. Abrams films. I have my Cisco 12-inch figure over there that I love. Deep Space Nine is the best Trek, in my humble opinion. It's my favorite version of Trek. I do love it so much. So I love Star Trek. I really do. I have a shelf full of novels over there. I'm not sure how I feel about this set yet. I'll probably pick some up because it is Star Trek and I do love it, but it'll be interesting to say the least. Of course, Doctor Who is another thing that I love, and I do have every Doctor Who Magic card. So yeah, in fact, I actually, over on my own personal YouTube channel, Fate's Wide Wheel, recently did a unboxing of the new Steelbook of the Eighth Doctor film, the telefilm Doctor Who, the movie, The Enemy Within, Doctor Who, whatever you want to call it, from 1996, aired on Fox, and talked a bit about the Magic the Gathering set, because I do love that set. I do love Doctor Who, and the Eighth Doctor is fantastic, especially if you are into the big Finnish audio dramas, which I am. So anyway, enough of that. We're not here to talk about Doctor Who today. We are indeed here to talk about Marvel Superheroes from Magic the Gathering. These are the collector boosters. Shiny, beautiful. Look at that. We got Captain Marvel, Storm, Shang-Chi there in the background, Beast. We got Iron Man. We got Wasp. We got some panels here in the background of each of those characters as well. I see the Hulk over there. I see Captain America, Thor. So really, really nice. Very gold, red looking Iron Man colors there, rocking some colors. Very nice design overall. And we're just gonna dive in. We're gonna see what we can find. I haven't seen all of the spoilers for the set, but I am very much looking forward to seeing what we can pull. Of course, these are singles for the store, so if you see something that I open, most likely it will be available in store, and we look forward to getting that into your hands if it is something that you want. So right there, we got a nice art card on the back. Gorgeous. Look at that. The Avengers. Nice classic line up there from the 70s-ish, I'm guessing, from that lineup, that roster there. Although Captain Marvel is in the background there. But yeah, there you go. Avengers Assemble. Alex Horley Orlandelli, excuse me. This is number 1 of 45 from the art series. I really like that. That's a great art card, actually. Great art card. So let's see what we have here. Hour of Defeat. A little Killmonger and Black Panther action going on there. Very nice. And we have the Kree Sentinel. Digging that. Undercover Scroll. That's some just classic, fantastic artwork there. Rewrite History. Kang the Conqueror there. Agent 13, Sharon Carter. Of course, you know, one of the things that's so interesting about Marvel just in general is that you're in this weird place where you draw from the comics, you draw from the films, You know, the films have certainly popularized certain characters that weren't necessarily quite as popular in the comics, or situations, or designs, character designs, event designs. I mean, obviously that Killmonger thing, that is pretty much from the movie, even though it is rendered with comic book art. So it's interesting to kind of see that cross section. Here we have Starling, aerial ally. Doc Ock, sinister scientist. Love me some Doc Ock. And then we have Aunt May. Interesting to get them back to back. Ooh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Avengers Tower. Nice land, full art land there, looking great. And then we have a nice full art mountain. Really liking that as well. We got the Wondrous Wasp. Black Bolt, Inhuman King. Very nice. And we have a Gleaming Bastion, which is a land. Oh, check it out. Heroic Intervention comic panel. That is super cool. I love that. And then, oh, nice. We got the superhero Civil War Enchantment Saga with the panel art there. Very, very cool. Really, really like that. It's very, very nice. So we're off to the races here. I'm not really going to separate everything out like I normally would. I'm just going to kind of put the cool cards off to the side. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got a token. A villain token. Oh man, we got it. We got a cool card. We got a cool card. Soldier token on the back. We'll get there in a second though. We got Pet Avengers. Dependable Quinjet. Machine Smith Automaton. Captain Marvel, Spaceborne. Love that. Ant-Man, Colony Commander. Spectacular Tactics. We got a lot of legendary creatures in this set, by the way. A lot of legendary creatures. Mist-Cloaked Herald. Void Helix. Spider-Man to the rescue. Very, very nice. Really, really cool full art foil there. We got an Island full art. Very nice. Hulk. Brutal Brawler. Love it. Nice pulling a Hulk. Actually, that's a mythic. I'm going to put that to the side there. Franklin's Finality. That's Annie Joins Up. Very cool. And we got another mythic. We got Monica Rambeau. Wow. Very, very nice. And then we got Photon on the back. Really like that a lot. And then we got Seize the Day with this Daredevil full art comic panel. Really nice. And then to just really seal the deal here, look at this King T'Challa, Black Panther, comic book art. This is comic book cover rather. This is awesome. Just awesome. I really, really like this. And this one is certainly going to be, I think, one that folks are looking for. Yeah, this is a cool one. Definitely worth the box. Moving right along. Always interested to know what people's favorite characters are. We've talked about Marvel before on the channel. We did the Marvel Superheroes RPG. We've got MCP demos over in Algonquin right now. It's a Marvel summer. We got Spider-Man. We got Avengers Doomsday. Lots of really cool stuff coming. We got Kingpins and Forces there. Crimson Operative, Subterranean Cavern, Whiplash, Vengeful Engineer, Black Widow Double Agent, Fantastic Bounce, Songbird, Sonic Screamer, Robotics Mastery, Abomination, Terrifying Titan. This is one of those scene cards. Really like that. We got a Planes. We got an Astonishing Spider-Man. Panther Robot. Doom Reigns Supreme. Mechanized Production. And then Heroic Feast. Very nice. Full art foil. Yeah, Marvel obviously is looking to make a comeback, if you will, this summer, and we want to see it too. We would love to see MCP take off again in the stores. It does seem like there's a little bit renewed interest, not just because we're doing the demos, Moloid and a Wall token, but I think that it's just poised to kind of make that comeback, which is pretty cool. Knight of Wundagore, Kunlun Warrior, Visions of Villainy, Viv Vision, Teen Synthoid, Colleen Wings, Secret Samurai, crossover collaboration, Lurking Lizards, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, very nice. Take Up the Shield, another one of those scene art cards. We got Swamp, Doctor Strange Surgeon. We got Throne of High City. Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. Very nice. Really loving that. Loving that quite a bit. And then Righteous Fury. Look at that art. That is so cool. And then we got the training compound land here. Very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, look, it's weird, right? Because like as Magic the Gathering, I look at these cards and I'm just sort of like, okay. But as a Marvel fan, I look at these cards and I'm like, wow, these are so cool. And it's one of those things where it's like, if we look at it in the context of, wow, there's very cool Thanos Mad Titan artwork there. Um, if you look at it in the vacuum of being like, oh, this is awesome, this is Marvel, then it's great. And if you look at it as Magic, then I can understand maybe some disappointment because it doesn't necessarily feel quite like Magic. But it is, I don't know. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here, and there's obviously some really really good cards. That I think are going to slot into folks' decks. Certainly, they're going to look at them, whether it's for Commander or, ooh, look at that Madam Hydra, very nice. At that Island, Super Adaptoid. Chromatic Lantern, that's super cool. Black Widow, Super Spy, very nice. Steely Resolve with Shang-Chi there, very nice. And then Cloak and Dagger entwined. So your mileage may vary, and I think that's just, I've been saying this for a few years now. Magic is not just for you, it's for everyone, and I think that it's okay to sit a set out. It's okay to decide, hey, I'm not going to buy every product. It's okay to just go after the singles that you might want. I mean, the breakneck pace with which they're releasing stuff these days, it definitely feels like you've earned the pause. Maria Hill, very nice. Pym Particles, Mjolnir's Might, Taxi Driver, Molten Lava Mancer. Ooh, look at that, Mr. Fantastic. I love that foiling too. That is really really cool. It's a great card. Got a mountain. Wolverine claws out. Very nice. Titania Proud Pummeler. Scarlet Witch. That's a really cool looking card. And then Storm Force of Nature. Love that. And then Epic Fight there. One of those scene cards again. So, I think that's the important thing about what, WotC is doing with Magic is that even if it's not for you right now, it doesn't mean that it won't be for you again later. And, they want everybody to buy something. They don't necessarily want you to buy everything. Helicarrier Strike. We say thee nay. Repulsor Blast. Hellcat, Undying Vigilante. Spider-Woman, Secret Agent. Flying Drone. Think Twice. White Widow, Yelena Belova. Very nice. Blazing Crescendo. Another mountain. Hawkeye, Master Marksman. Digging it. Bastion Protector. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Very nice. Concerted Effort, very cool art there. And then Leader, Super Genius. Being a Hulk fan, Leader is definitely, in my opinion, for a time, the Leader was the Hulk's #1 nemesis. And I really always appreciated the fact that, the guy with the brain was the guy with the muscles nemesis. I thought Samuel Stearns as a character and the Leader as a character was very, very, very good. I felt like Peter David always did wonderful things with him. Rest easy, Peter David. Raft Security Officer, also the Star Trek connection there with Peter David. Iron Fist Living Weapon, Kid Loki, Wakandan Shield General, Big Wheel, Daredevil's Billy Club, nice. Arnim Zola, Bio Fanatic. I think this is one that Tim wanted. We got a Full Art Forest, Swordsman Steel, the Spear of Bashenga, Castle Doom, super cool art there. Escape to the Wilds. I love that Hulk art too. That's great. And then we got a Namor Submariner comic art. I'm just gonna say that's bitchin'. I love that. 2 comic arts now. Heck yeah. It will be interesting to kind of see what the hot and popular cards end up being. Obviously we know that folks are looking for that Mind Stone, but I'm very, very interested to kind of see what else. There's the signature Iron Man art there. What else kind of pops up to the top? We've certainly seen some of these borderless cards, these comic book art cards already, kind of climbing up there into the The Triple Digits, Frozen in Ice, Vision of Love, Burrow Back Up, White Tiger, Ava Ayla, Atuma, Atlantean Warlord, Daily Bugle Reporters, very nice. Got Betty Brant, Robbie Robertson there. Very cool. Farseek, that's cool. That's some good art. Photon, Lady of Light, Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, and this connects with that Mr. Fantastic card from earlier, a Forest, Winter Soldier, Icy Assassin. We got, oh man, we did it. We got a mythic Doctor Doom, King of Latveria. Very, very nice. Really like that. Hulk, Always Angry. Another one of those scene cards looking cool. Final Showdown. And then we're rounding it out with Elektra, Daughter of the Hand. Let me get that Mr. Fantastic card real quick. We can connect that with that Sue Storm card because that is very cool. Very, very cool. Did I go back too far? Not far enough. There it is. Yeah, so there's the Mr. Fantastic. How does this connect? Like that, yeah. So that's neat. Let's see if we can get the other two to join us here. But yeah, always fun when you have some connecting art. They don't really line up perfectly unless I'm not doing it at the right spot. No. That's got to be it, right? Maybe they don't actually connect. It looks like they should. Maybe she goes there. Yeah, that actually makes sense. All right. Anyway, moving along. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. We got an alien and a wall token. So yeah, I think one of the cool things about sets like these and any of the universes beyond, it just gets us talking about the property as well. Unliving Legionnaire, Shield deployment drone. I know Fallout, a lot of conversations about the game. And then, even today, like people bring in a Fallout deck and they talk about the TV show. And so it's, similar with this, having these sets. Avatar, like I knew a lot of people who were rewatching Avatar because the Avatar set was coming out. So it's cool to, to kind of connect the dots there. Rapid Rescue, She-Hulk, Jade Defender, Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero, Space Shift, Inspired Fire, Ms. Marvel, Elastic Ally. Man, I love the Ms. Marvel show. I really did. Hulk Smash Mountain, Daredevil, Fearless Fighter, Professor Hulk, yes, the Broth. Oh, Peter David once again. Worlds Within Worlds. Oh, Fight to the Death. Super cool, iconic. And then we have Hawkeye, Master Marksman. Very cool there. So it's always fun, and especially with something like Marvel, whether you're a fan of the comics or the MCU or any of the myriad of cartoons. I don't know, it's always fun to talk about Marvel, and you got a nice Captain America one there. So I always enjoy hearing some of those conversations and even dropping in on the conversations, even with the non-Magic sets, like whether it's One Piece or Gundam. Like the conversations we have surrounding the game sometimes where they're tied to this property can be a lot of fun. Ninja of the Hand, Trickster's Stratagem, Hawkeye's Bow, Madam Mask, Stature, Size Shifter, there's a deep cut, City Pigeon, Inner Demons Gangsters, Hyperion's Atomic Vision, Bullseye, Death Dealer, very nice, Planes. Ooh, yes! We've got the mythic Jennifer Walters, beautiful purple foil, and on the back, there she is, the sensational She-Hulk. Digging that. Flame On, Hidden Lair, ooh, Simulacrum Synthesizer with the old school Iron Man premiere art, and then we got Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Really like that. That's very nice. Definitely some nice pulls. Going so far. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to look at some of these cards and not just be like, yeah, I'm in. That's fun. When you're dealing with such an iconic property like Marvel and Marvel superheroes, Super Strength, you get a lot of really cool stuff. Hulk Smash, Hydraulic Helper, Tigra, Feline Fury, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, Collector's Case. That is a great one because you get Howard the Duck here, which is a lot of fun. Chase Stein, Runaway. Oh man, Runaways is such a good book. If you haven't read the original Runaways and you're a fan of comics, go check that one out. It's so good. We got the Human Torch, so now we can connect him over here. Yep, there's how it is. So Thing is going to go here. Man, if we get Thing and we can make the whole picture, that'll be fun. Of course, this is our last pack, so we're not going to do it with this box. But we got more boxes. Epic Fight, Lady Loki, Agent of Chaos, Black Widow, Intel Expert. Oh, Reconnaissance Mission, the Nick Fury there. And then wrapping it up with the Serpent Society, which is actually a card that I know some people are excited for. It's a good card. Just bumped my microphone there. So yeah, that's right. We're not stopping there. I got another collector booster box, and we're going to tear into it because that's just what we do. That's how we do it at Grognard Games and Hobbies in Algonquin, Batavia, and Roselle, Illinois, a Chicagoland area. Gaming needs are met, whether you're looking for hobby supplies. We got the new One Step Pro Acryl paints in recently. We got AK 3rd gens in. We got beautiful brushes, Winsor Newton brushes on the shelves now, as well as some really great bargain brushes that are fantastic. So if you're looking for hobby supplies, check us out. You can check us out online at grognardgames.com. Have it shipped to your door or arrange for pickup in store. Of course, we also, in addition to Marvel Superheroes coming out this weekend, it is 11th edition Warhammer Armageddon box set comes out this weekend as well. Lots of exciting stuff happening always. Check out the events page if you're looking to sign up for any of our events, including the Marvel Superheroes pre-releases, an Unliving Legionnaire, Avengers Hangar, Brave Brawler, Shield Helicarrier, Speedball New Warrior, the Howling Commandos, Wolfsbane Highland Hero. Oh, I love Wolfsbane. X Factor, also written by Peter David, one of my favorite comics when I was younger. Happy Hogan Bodyguard. We got another Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. So I'll just put him there though. We got a Forest. We got Monica Rambeau, also transforming, of course, into Photon. That is a mythic. I'll put it right there. We got the Jocasta, Automaton Avenger, or Jocasta. Oh, here's the Quicksilver, Brash Blur. Very, very nice. This is a good card. This is one that could definitely swing you a game if you get the right hand. Chaos Warp, very nice with Scarlet Witch there. And then we got the mythic MODOK. Very nice. I think Tim was looking for the MODOK as well. All right, moving right along. Will we pull a Thanos Mad Titan? Will we pull a Mind Stone? Checking out some of the cards here that are so far kind of up at the top. I really do want that borderless Bruce Banner. I think that might be like my number one at this point for me personally. Volcanic Villain, Ant-Man's Army, Asgardian Sentinel, Hercules, Prince of Power, Hawkeye, Young Avenger, love it, Quinjet Technician, Common Crook, Origin of the Hulk, nice. And then we have Blazing Crescendo again, Forest, Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, Ancestral Communion, cool. We got Captain America's Shield, super cool. And we got the Simulacrum Synthesizer again, and then we have the Arc Reactor, very nice artifact there. So if there are cards that you are looking for out of these polls, just give the store a call. We'll see what we can do. Give Roselle or Algonquin a call. Those would be your best bets for picking up these cards. Or check out our TCG player. You can find that link on our website, grognardgames.com. You'll see it up in the top left-hand corner there. Just click on that and you'll see our full inventory from TCG player, where again, you can have it shipped to your door, or you can even pick it up in store at Grognard Games Algonquin. Machine Man. The Thing, Ben Grimm. We did it. We did it, folks. We did it. Look at that. Got our nice little puzzle right here. Very nice, Fantastic Four scene. I like that. The planes. Oh, there he is. There he is. Thanos, the Mad Titan. That is awesome. Of course, this is just the base art foil, but still a very cool card nonetheless. I will certainly take it. Quantum Misalignment, Hulk Always Angry, Final Act, very cool. And then we got World War Hulk Saga card, very nice. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. The World War Hulk card is actually a very good card as well. Insect and Soldier token once again. We got We Say Thee Nay, Vision of Love, Stark Industries, Ronin, Shadow Stalker, very nice. Claim the Kingdom, Mjolnir's Might, Gallant Citizen, Wakandan Tusker, Take Up the Shield, Mountain, Super Scroll, Iron Man, Armored Avenger, Hidden Lair, Heroic Intervention, and Elektra, Daughter of the Hand. Always interested to know if you are local to the Chicagoland area and come into our Grognard game stores, or if you are watching this from afar, if you've shopped grognardgames.com, let us know. Always fun to know that there are folks out there, not even local, that are hanging out, paying attention to what we're doing over here at Grognard Games. We got some cool stuff coming up, including we'll be at Dragonfall in the fall. Blur of Heroism, Spider-Man to the rescue. Always interested to know, what people like that we're doing, what people don't like. Captain America Unbowed, Concerted Effort Foil, very nice, and then Ultron Artificial Malevolence, very nice, very nice. Did we pull that earlier? No, I must be thinking of something else. Very cool. How do you like to open your packs? Do you pick a side and go down that full side? Do you bounce back and forth? Do you just dump all the packs out and have a free-for-all? Do you open with people? Do you open by yourself? Inquiring minds want to know. Ghost, Spectral Saboteur, Claw, Sonic Subjugator, Starling, Aerial Ally, Lurkin Lizards, Multiversal Recruitment, another Reed Richards, Swamp, Pick Up the Pace, Dragon Skull Summit, Training Compound, Fury of the Horde, very cool with Ronan and Elektra and the red hand there. And then we have a Secret Invasion, Spider-Woman as a scroll. I wouldn't mind pulling a Shang-Chi. I like Shang-Chi. Still think that Black Panther's pretty damn sweet, though. It's probably one of my favorites as far as like the bigger hits that we've gotten. Savage Land Dinosaur, Hydra Assault Robot, Hydra Infiltration, Abomination, Terrifying Titan, Echo, Perceptive Prodigy. I like how they put Kingpin on there too. Mach 1, Swooping Scoundrel, Infinity Formula, Criminal Enterprise, Abomination, Terrifying Titan, Swamp, the Serpent Society, Winter Soldier, Reborn Avenger, Wolverine, Fierce Fighter. Check it out. Actually, throw that down there. T'Challa's Protection, and then The Gathering Place. Very cool. Kind of, some of these locations are like a security, or lands rather, like have these like security camera overlays on them, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right. I might actually try and do a pre-release just for the heck of it. I haven't done one in a while. I have to see if there's any spots available and if I'm going to be free. If I would, it'd have to be Friday night, I guess. Crowd of True Believers, Cruel Alliance, Depower, Hulk, Gamma Goliath. Very nice. Is that the Amadeus Cho Hulk? No? Doesn't... Maybe. Anyway. Quake, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, if you like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was fine. Wakandan Shield Guard. I felt like it was one of those things where we were just so excited to have something on TV that we accepted it, and it was good, but sometimes it was not. Deadly Dispute, Rescue Pepper Potts, Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord, beautiful comic panel, Swamp, the Superhero Civil War, Coveted Jewel. We got another Namor here. The Submariner, very nice. Extinction Event, there's the snap. Super cool. And then we're finishing it up with a nice Vision foil. Very nice. Borderless there. All right. Let's keep on moving. Keep on moving. Again, we're going to try and get these cards up for you as soon as possible. So you can actually, this video should go out on Wednesday. So you should be able to pre-order your cards Wednesday or Thursday. And then, of course, we'll ship them to you as soon as we can. There are some rules about that. Hero in Training. Jessica Jones, Private Eye. Iron Lad, very cool. Crossover collaboration. Heroic Teamwork. Sky Cycle. Avengers Tower. Swamp. Vulture, Feathered Fiend. The Great Mound. MODOK, Evil Intellect, Righteous Fury, and Avengers Under Siege. Nice Enchantment Saga. We got 3 packs left in this box, and I think we'll call it a day, but we got more boxes to open. We got more packs to open, so stay tuned for more pack openings from Grognard Games. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook, as well as TikTok to see our reels and our short little videos in order to get all the pack openings that we do. I don't always do long form videos for everything. Super Strength, Aim Scientist, Repulsor, Blast, Bullseye, Death Dealer, Falcon's Wing Harness, Flying Drone, Stegron, the Dinosaur Man, Flash Thompson, Spider Fan, Abomination, Island, Shield Flying Car, Solemn Simulacrum, the Superhero Civil War, and Anthem of Champions. Lovely, lovely, lovely art there by John Romita Jr., Bob Layton. And then we're finishing up with a Dark Fortress. We got 2 packs left. 2 packs left. I feel like we haven't had a huge hit yet. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see if we find something here. All right, got the Clue and the Soldier. I mean, we got 2 comic books from the last box. I think we might get one here. Helicarrier Strike, Knight of Wundagore, Giant Growth, Killmonger, Scourge of Wakanda, Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes. Killmonger really was, I mean, on the films, was just such a, I mean, Michael B. Jordan, Oscar winner. Michael B. Jordan did such a wonderful job in that role. Inspired Fire, Pumpkin Bombardment, Lady Spider, Maybelle Riley, Human Torch, Planes, Black Panther, Most Dangerous, Drowned Catacomb, Final Showdown, and Show... Ooh, Sam, what are you doing? And Show and Tell. Let me just fix this real quick. It's not very pleasing. I might edit this out of the video. Maybe not. It depends on how I'm feeling. Over there. There we go. All right. We got the Show and Tell, and then, oh, we did it. We did it, folks. We did get another comic book cover. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Beautiful cover. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really, really like that a lot. So that's cool. We got 3 there going. Obviously, those are going to be the big hits. The ones that I think everyone is looking for. Right now, you look at kind of the top cards, and those are definitely sitting at the top when it comes to price. Sturdy Shield and the Tiger God token. All right, let's see here. We got Stolen Stark Tech, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Wakandan Drone Flock, Doc Samson, Kang, Temporal Tyrant, Ultimate Alliance, Chase Stein, Runaway, Voracious Brood, Madam Hydra, Mountain, Sauron, Dino Devotee, Mythic, nice. We got the Squadron Sinister. Ooh, very cool. We got the Mythic Tony Stark, Invincible Iron Man, and then we got the Doom variant. Very cool. It's a roaming throne. And then, oh, sweet, we got Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, foil. Very, very cool. So that will do it for box number 2 of the collector boosters. Look, it's Marvel. If you like Marvel, there's no reason not to pick some of this up, right? If you like Magic the Gathering and Marvel, you're already sold. So yeah, if you like Magic and you're a little on the fence, I'd say check it out. I'm excited about a lot of these cards. There's some really cool mechanics. There's some really cool stuff going on. Some great synergies with existing cards. I think Commander players in particular, are pretty good. There's some really good stuff in here, I think, for Standard as well. Overall, they did a really great job, and I feel like compared to Turtles and Spider-Man, this set definitely feels more like a full, complete set with a lot of really cool special treatments. So, really leaning into some of what they've done prior to that, like with the Spider-Man set and with the Secret Lairs and that sort of thing, but kicking it up a notch, if you will, and really exploring every corner of the Marvel universe. Obviously, there's influences here directly from the comic books. We're getting panels, covers, etc. There's also influences clearly in the art from the MCU as well. So whichever your a particular affection lies in the Marvel universe, multiverse, I think you're going to find something that you like here. We've got pre-releases again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 19th, 20th, and 21st at Grognard Games, Algonquin, Batavia, and Roselle. We also have product in stock. You can pre-buy any of your collector boosters, play boosters, etc. So for Grognard Games, I'm Sam. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out Marvel Superheroes from Magic the Gathering when it releases on Friday, June 19th. We look forward to seeing you all there. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and always, always roll responsibly.